Reveal the veil, reveal the veil, reveal the veil. Honey, get ready, 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 get ready. Baby, when I tell you things are going to get revealed in 2025, and you know what? When I first heard about you, TD Jakes, they said power bottom, power bottom, power bottom, power bottom, gay power bottom. I said, nah, this got to be a joke. I said, nah, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Then I seen you with Diddy. Okay? Honey, what? I said, nah, something up. Now, all this coming out, honey, when I tell you, TD Jakes, his son is stepping in, threatening Dwayne Youngblood. Youngblood claims that TD Jakes, when Youngblood was 17 years old, TD Jakes was trying to make him into a homosexual. Okay? TD Jakes said, Youngblood said he already had that homosexual in him, but he ain't never really did nothing with no man. But TD Jakes tried to get him to do stuff with him and try to pay him hush money and try to say, I'm going to take you under my wing and I'm going to make you into a pastor. And then we can do some freaky shit behind closed doors, me and you, pastor to pastor, and you get your wife and kids, I get my wife and kids, and we're going to be down low pastors in the church. And let me tell y'all something. It goes down in the church. It's a lot of them DL pastors. Oh, God. Oh, God. We're going to talk about it today. Are we going to really be honest today? What's in the church? Huh? Oh, my God. When I tell you. And that's why they say, girl, oh, no wonder why so many homosexuals love to go to church. That's where all the down low brothers at with the wives and the kids up there on the pulpit, man. Up there on the pulpit, man. Honey, we got to talk about this. His name is Dexter. TD Jake's son name is Dexter. And they are saying Dexter called Dwayne Youngblood, say, listen, don't you trust Larry Reid. You know, he's setting you up for your downfall. He's manipulating you. Mind you, Dwayne Youngblood, he's 58 years old. And I'm like, well, Dexter, why are you even associating with that man if he's a liar? Gotta be some truth to it. Because ain't no way you line up my daddy and I'm going to call you saying anything. It's no. You disrespecting and you are ruining the relationship. And the devil, oh God, ain't no way I'm talking. Trying to get you to convince you the person you talking to is manipulating you. What is there to talk about? So, because Dexter, you out here calling Dwayne Youngblood and threatening him to don't associate himself to Larry Reid, honey, I think it's something to it. Let's not forget, Youngblood used to work with TD Jakes. They do have association. He worked with him under his ministry. And Dwayne Youngblood brother, Richard, was working with TD Jakes too. And Richard Youngblood, Dwayne brother, older brother, he said that TD Jakes had them up in them church camps like Diddy had Usher and Justin Bieber at them Flavor Diddy camps. And he crawled up in a bed with him, talking about, have you ever been swallowed? Trying to get him a kiss, y'all. It is all in the damn reports. I don't got nothing to lie about. I promise you. Look it up for yourself. Do your own research. But this shit right here is sick and it needs to stop, and it's been going on. I don't know how many times I have read up on these plasters messing around with these little boys and kids, from the Christians to the goddamn Catholics, goddamn it. It happens in the church more than often. Okay? Now, when the Balenciaga people do it, we label all the Balenciagas creep. But what about the religion? What about the church? Because they've been doing it for time and time again. And they got a damn long history of doing it. My God. My God. Woo, honey, it's sickening. It is sickening. And they out here taking money from the poor and living good, living real rich and high and mighty, and got dick on their breath and want to preach and minister to you, and you so naive and blinded, you believe all the hocus pocus they tell you. Oh my God, honey. You guys know I got my notes, so you guys ready to go? It's GG with the T. Huh? GG with the T. Huh? GG. What? GG. Hey. Yeah, I'm GG, honey. Whew. Whew. We're at the messy sweet spot. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the messy sweet spot. Hit that cash app. Make it clap. Make it clap. Make that cash app clap. Okay? Show your real support. Where them dollars at? I need them dollars. Okay? Okay. So let's go on. And I know somebody in the background telling me, I know you ain't judging. Hell yeah, I'm going to judge, and I need to judge about this filthy shit. Okay? I'm filthy too. I ain't filthy like this. Hell no, I ain't never touched on nobody. I ain't never graped on nobody. I never been into little people, little young people. I ain't never forced myself on nobody, honey. I get chased. Okay? I make a nigga sweat to get me. Okay? Honey? Girl, bye. Let's get into the notes. Whew, TD Jakes' son stepped in the room, y'all. TD Jakes versus Larry Reid. You guys know Larry Reid is a big YouTube blogger. The church versus the blogger. The legal public battle unfolds. The ongoing feud between Bishop TD Jakes and his son Dexter Jakes and Larry Reid, okay, has reached a boiling point, leading to legal action and a lot of allegations. Here's a deep dive, so let's get into the deep dive. Larry Reid, a well-known YouTuber and social media personality who discusses church scandals, all right, has been relentless into coverage of TD Jakes. His platform has allegations made by Dwayne Youngblood, a former member of Jake's church, okay? This is no stranger. He worked with TD Jakes. Yeah, TD Jakes networks, him and his brother, okay, who claims that Jakes attempted to engage in inappropriate behavior with him nearly 40 years ago. And like I said, Dwayne, he's 58 now? And this happened about 40 years ago. He said he was 17, you guys. And he went to TD Jakes. TD Jakes was his mentor. And he was having this deep conversation with TD Jakes. And I guess he had the spirit of homosexual on him. And he knew during this discussion that TD Jakes had that same spirit of homosexual on him too. And he said, oh my God, somebody I can talk to, somebody that I can, confess my issues. Because I guess they were dealing with the same issues, fighting homosexuality, right? And he said at a young age, he thought he would be able to really work in the fight homosexuality, against homosexuality with TD Jakes. He was looking up to him, a man that can help lead him into the spiritual light and away from homosexuality, right? But he said, honey, TD Jakes, before he left, grabbed him by his hips, pushed him closer, and tried to give him a big old kiss. He said when he got home, TD Jakes called him on the damn phone, talking about something. I want you to be the only one. I'm going to take care of you financially. Keep this a secret. Nobody got to know. I know you want to be a pastor. I'm going to make your dreams happen. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a nigga talking to a girl. You know how a man talk to a girl and say, hey, the side chick, keep it on the low. I'm going to give you money. I'm going to make your career happen for you. I'm going to support you. Just keep it between us. It sounds like the same play. Dwayne said that TD Jakes was like, listen, I have a wife. So at this time, he got a wife. He cheating on his own wife, right? He said, listen, I have a wife. I don't want you messing around with nobody else because I don't want to catch no shit. Okay? But it's going to be me and you. Hey, just the two. Don't worry about a damn thing. What? It's just me and you. Okay? And he said he was flabbergasted, girl. He didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to think, He felt so much pressure at this young age, And he said he went into the church, and guess what? TD Jakes told him to come up to preach, girl. Pretty much giving him the gift of all his dreams to be a pastor. And, you know, he will have to probably give in to him later on that night. You know what I'm saying? It's an exchange. Okay, that's what Youngblood Dwayne said, honey. Ooh, do y'all believe it, or you think he lying? Comment, let us know. All right, so Youngblood, who himself has a troubling past, including conviction of freaky stuff and alleged, this shit get deep. Dwayne Youngblood, he's a pastor. He's in the church. He has a wife. He got kids. Why was he caught? I believe he did 10 years for this. Messing around with boys, black little boys in the church. All these black little boys in the church, y'all better be watching them, because these pastors that are going around with women that have kids, they are after your little boys. They are after black little boys, trying to turn them out, making them into homosexuals, okay? These little boys are innocent. They're going to get some word of God in church because their mama and daddy is sending them there. And they are sending them there to play with the Satan himself, because he is getting in their mind, influence him to do other wicked stuff with them in the damn church, okay? And turning these boys out at a child age, pushing stuff on them. And it's spiritual. And a child, homosexuality, spiritual, a child in the church, and you got a wife, and you got kids. What the? Honey, he got caught multiple times. What about the times he didn't get caught? Because we know all these boys ain't speaking up. And you know it's been more. And you know it goes on in the church because we hear it so much often. Often in the news, we hear it. This shit been going on in the church for a long time. A long time. Y'all better hit that damn like. Because you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. Hit the like. Share the video. Subscribe. And get that goddamn comments, okay? Ooh, honey. All right. So TD Jakes' lawsuit response. TD Jakes has denied the allegations. Of course he gonna deny them. What, you think he gonna tell the truth? He ain't been telling the truth all this time. Okay. Is fighting back hard in a legal filing. He describes Dwayne Youngblood claims as a $6 million extortion attempt. So Dwayne Youngblood is suing TD Jakes $6 million. He wants $6 million for damaging him as a little boy, okay? And he blames TD Jakes for influencing him to be that way. And I guess that made him want to do that same thing to other little boys. He said he picked that shit up from TD Jakes. TD Jakes got him like that when he was a little boy, and he messed around with his brother when he was a little boy, and he thought that type of shit was okay, and he did it, and he continued the tradition. It was tradition in the church, but between these black pastors, they would go around, they would get young boys, and their parents were telling them, oh, my son, he's anointed. He's going to be a pastor. Oh, my son going to be a pastor. My son, I want him in the church. I want him in church. So they would do this tradition ritual in the church. They would take these boys, go to Bible study, talk about freaky stuff, get them involved in doing some do. Okay, and I'm assuming they probably told the boys, like they tell these Catholic girls, you still a virgin as long as you're not getting no vajayjay. As long as you're doing it in the back door, then you ain't doing the do, because having sex is between a man and a woman, and you actually have to hit that vajayjay in order to count as sex. But if you're doing the back door, that doesn't count as sex because it's not between a man and a woman. They be making up shit, okay? Okay? So, and keep this between me and you. This is spiritual, okay? Kumbaya and shit, all right? We got to release, okay? I don't know how they say it, but they do something. So Youngblood, he said that he took those traditions from TD Jakes, and I guess he started doing it to other little boys, and he kept getting caught. But he still kept a wife and kids. You got to have wife and kids. That's a part of the deal. If you're going to be doing this, you're going to have some wife and kids, because you cannot have wife and kids. You cannot have not wife and no kids, and you preaching to God, except for your Noah Jones. And, you know, people have been questioning about Noah Jones, but we ain't going to talk about that. Okay, so anyway. Come on in the room. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on in the room. All right, let's get back to business. Come on, Gigi, stop playing. Stop. So TD Jakes says that this is a $6 million extortion attempt. Calls out Larry Reid for what seemed an overzealous blogging and a malice attack. So he said, Larry Reid, you behind this shit. He said, Larry motherfucker Reid. Well, TD Jakes, you should have stopped Larry Reid when he was messing with all them other pastors. Well, see. So Larry Reid was right with all the other pastors. So if Larry Reid was right with all the other pastors, what makes you think he wrong about you? Okay. But honey, let Tasha K say it. Tasha K say, oh God, it get deep in the church. In the black church, it's so, woo. Honey, Tasha K interviewed some boys, and they said when they were young, Larry Reid, that blogger, was doing that same shit that TD Jakes did to Youngblood, the same shit that Youngblood was doing to these little other black boys. Okay? Look it up. Don't take my word for shit. Look it up. All of them been accused of messing with boys. Black boys. They are after your black boy. I keep telling you this shit. Ooh, in the church, girl. In the church. Okay? That's why straight boys don't be in the church, huh? Damn, you smell that zesty shit? That's what they smell, all that zest in the church. They said, nah, you ain't gonna get me. You ain't gonna turn my ass out. Hell no. Okay, y'all already doing too much in hip hop. Okay? They already got the black church. Hell, they got both. Honey, they got hip hop and they got the black church. They got it all. Y'all better be commenting. Okay. All right. So he emphasized that at a time, okay, key points. Jake's legal response. Let me make sure I ain't skipping nothing. Jake states that he has never engaged in inappropriate behavior with Youngblood and points out significant inconsistencies in Dwayne Youngblood's story. So TD Jakes said, this is a lie, y'all. This is a lie from the pits of hell. He ain't never messed with no boy. Okay? He ain't never messed with that boy. But TD Jakes, have you been about him? Can you clear that shit up? TD Jakes, I need you to say you a heterosexual man and you ain't never been with no another man. Can you clear that shit up, TD Jakes? Can you say, I swear, but he did say at church, he said all his sins is between him and God. And as long as he got God forgiveness, he don't need your forgiveness. And you know these churches do that. Look at Chris Stokes. Chris Stokes, he was messing with those underage boys from B2K. And that other dude, I forgot his name, right? And he was messing with his own cousin. His own cousin, Rasby, even exposed it. A girl. And where did they go? They went running to the damn church. Or they went to the Jehovah's Witness. Same thing. All religion. They run to a religion as a shield, and religion protect them. Okay? And they say as long as they told God and God forgive them, then It don't matter. It's all gone. They can deny it because it never happened. God washing it away, and they're reborn. They're different, honey. You talk about the transgender transition. They have transition. Okay, that's the old sin for them. They're a new person. They're reborn. They're cleansed, honey. They did a transition. So all that stuff in the past, that's not them anymore. They don't know what you're talking about. Okay, they did a transition. Okay. All right. And that's just that's how they operate. That's how it works. So he ain't gonna say shit. So he said it's all a lie. So he refused all allegations, labeled them as a coordinated attack against him. This is TD Jakes talking. He emphasized that at the time of alleged incidents, he was struggling financially. He said, ain't no damn way. I told that boy that I was going to give him money because I was struggling at the damn time. Man, you a liar, okay? You was a liar. And if your ass was struggling at the time, you was lying to that boy because he was 17 and he ain't know what was going on. Okay? And hell, what is struggling? What is struggling? I mean, struggling depends. You got a wife and kids at the time. You ain't struggling that much. Shit, you can afford a wife. Wife costs money. Okay? Kids cost money. So I don't know what he mean by he was struggling. Do he even know what struggling is? Okay? He gonna have to show me some proof that he was on Skid Row. Okay? That's struggling. Okay? You don't got no pot to piss in. You had a whole church. You had a whole network going on, brother. How you struggling? And you got people working for you and you're struggling? Okay. All right. So he said he was struggling financially and was not in the position to offer anyone lifelong financial support. Okay. He highlights Dwayne Youngblood's past criminal convictions and questioned his credibility. And I told y'all that Dwayne Youngblood, honey, all of them has been accused, but Youngblood, he's been convicted. He's been in jail for messing with little boys in the church. Okay. He accuses Larry Reid, TD Jakes accuses Larry Reid of actively seeking people to make allegations against him, claiming the claim doesn't have to be true. It just needs to be filed. So he says, what's his name? Larry Reid. Why are you targeting TD Jakes, Larry Reid? Larry Reid, come on to the room, boo. He said that you went around calling people, trying to figure out what do you know about TD Jakes. Almost like you were targeting him and just wanted to bring him down to get some money after him. Is that true? All right. He suggests that Larry Reid and the Youngbloods were working together in an extortion scheme against him. Dexter, this is TD Jakes' son, steps in. Now, Dexter, you better shut the hell up before. What you got to do with this, Dexter? Okay, stay in the son's. Whew, honey. So Dexter has also entered the chat, offering his own support in his father's lawsuit. Dexter, TD Jakes' son, reached out to Youngblood to warn him against associating with Larry Reid, believing that Reid is only interested in using people for sensationalized content. Now, Dexter, I want to know if this man, Dwayne, came against your father and make lies, would you call him to say, hey, you shouldn't associate it with that blogger person because they're just trying to use you to get views? I'm sorry, I'm not calling you. If I see you, it's up and it's stuck. And you know what that means, okay? Yeah, you're going to have to take me to jail. You're going to have to take me to jail because I ain't calling you. We ain't talking. It's straight action. And I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail tonight. Okay? I'm going to jail tonight, even if I have to be like Larry. I want to do an interview. I'm ready to talk. Okay? If Larry's smart, he'd be like, well, let's just do live. Be like, nah, Larry, I want to do this in person. Okay? I got to do this in person, Larry. Okay? He going to say, well, I got to get my security and stuff. I'm going to say, go ahead, get what you got to do. Okay? Shit. I'm going to jail tonight. Okay? Baby. What? Yeah, I'm going to give y'all something to read about. Okay? I'm going to jail. Okay? Shit. All right? So anyway, Dexter, he calls Dwayne Youngblood. How he get his number? Huh? I guess they were friends because they were all working together at one point. I'm not sure. But he reached out and he told Dwayne Youngblood. But Dwayne Youngblood said he felt like he was threatened. Okay. Okay. So Dexter said he insists that his message to Youngblood was not a threat. He said it's not a threat, but cautionary warning. Man, Dexter, is you off or what? If this man is going so far to say this happened to your father, do you think he's going to listen to your ass? Do you think your voice is going to stop him from saying whatever he's going to say? Even if he's after the money, you ain't going to stop from him getting that $6 million. Dexter, what do Dexter think he got superpowers? It don't make no motherfucking sense for Dexter to call Dwayne Youngblood. And I guess Dexter, I mean, were you trying to threaten him? But he said I wasn't threatening him. But I don't know. It didn't work, girl. I ain't mean to misgender you. I ain't mean to misgender you, dog. Man, okay? Okay, it just slipped out, girl. It just slipped out, sir. Okay, so anyway, he expresses concern that Reid is manipulating Dwayne Youngblood for financial gain. He states that his family has suffered deeply due to these public attacks and that his father has reached his breaking point. Meanwhile, Youngblood has reported to his therapist that he feels threatened by Dexter Jakes. Okay, so Dwayne went to his therapist and said, hey, Dexter Jakes, TD Jakes' son is threatening me, okay, from that phone call. All right, so Larry Reid, known for his takes on the church scandals, has not backed down, all right? He has continued to cover the case and has hinted that more details could emerge. Oh, shit. Damn. Okay, Larry Reid got the Diddy spirit. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay, while he has not been officially sued, TD Jakes' lawsuits make it clear that he views Larry Reid as a key player in the public false allegations, okay? Giving Youngblood a space to share his allegations. That's what TD Jakes says in a lawsuit. He played a role in shaping the narrative against TD Jakes, mocked and criticized TD Jakes' legal and public responses, and suggested that more information about TD Jakes' private dealings could be exposed, okay? Despite the lawsuit, TD Jakes remains vocal. Despite the lawsuit, Larry Reid remains vocal, dismissing Jakes' claims as damage control. All right. So, honey, when I tell you it's a lot going on, let me know if you guys want me to continue to cover this case. Make sure you guys share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. If you guys really support me, hit that Cash App. Make it clap. Make it clap. All right. And I'll see you guys on the next upload. Bye.